Hello and welcome to Clickbait. I am Matt and today we're talking about a new product from Fuji. Yes, the Fuji Instax Mini Evo Cine. I think I've got all the right words in there. It's a new product announced in Tokyo this January and it's being launched in Japan only so far on January the 30th. The rest of the world, TBC, but soon we hope. So once again, leave it to Fuji to bring out something interesting that puts the fun back into photography, which is a word my spell check did not enjoy. And this time, the Instax name doesn't just mean it's an instant analog print camera. That is still part of it, but there is so much more. No, this time it's digital. Is it a still camera? Is it a video camera, you ask? Yes, says Fuji. Okay, so it looks like a classic Super 8 movie camera. Specifically the 1965 Fujica Single 8, one of Fuji's own back catalogue of 8mm cine cameras. So we've got retro vertical handling, and the first time I saw a picture of one, my immediate reaction was, well, what about the cost of the processing and things? Because 8mm cine film is ridiculously expensive, and I've got a couple of them dotted around the office in the cupboards. I've never used them though, because a 3-minute roll of cine film to buy and to process is about £70. So I've never found a project that was special enough and suited it enough to make it worthwhile doing. So I thought immediately, fantastic, they found a way to make this cheap. I can use my old cameras. This was not the case. But what they have done is take the original look and adapt it really cleverly into a digital camera, so all the old controls and looks are the same. The shutter release and the lens are in the same place and look like they did on the old cameras. They didn't need to, but they do. The film winder on the side is now a control for the print mechanism, the printer aspect of it. And there's another dial on the back of it on the side, which also looks like something you've used on a cine camera. And the LCD screen on the back is where the little viewfinder would be. There are actually extra accessories like a hand grip and an eyepiece to make it more usable and look even more like a vintage cine camera. But no, it is basically a digital camera. It shoots stills, but it is primarily video focused, and fun video at that. They could have left it merely as that, but no! Leave it to Fuji to make something a little bit extra. Because as well as the videos and the stills, it has a printer built into it, and it creates QR codes so you can share your digital content creation immediately to people around you, so they can have that little video, that film clip, that still image on their phone while they're stood next to you, assuming there's Wi-Fi. There is Bluetooth as well, it's a little bit slower, but you know, you can have it immediately, which is super clever and super fun, because Super 8. But kind of the biggest party piece about the Instax Mini Evo Cine camera thing is the Eras dial, and no, Taylor Swift does not get a royalty every time you turn that knob.
Phrasing.
So everyone loves a little bit of retro going on with their video and their stills. It's a huge thing. Like I say, everybody enjoys it. It's fun. But you can dial in a bit of 1990s DVD grain, or you can put in a bit of VHS fuzz from the 80s, a bit of Kodachrome saturation from the 1960s and 1940s, unsaturated softness with that real kind of soft colour look they had back then. They're all there. This dial takes you back as far as the 1930s, like a decade at a time, to dial in the mood of that era as you want it. And you can use the control on the lens to use it in 10 stops of strength, intensity of how much you want that mood. So this dial really does put you in the mood. That's a Glenn Miller jazz song reference for the millennials and Gen Alphas out there. So what it does is it replicates the colour saturation, the colour style, the grain look, the characteristics of the film stock or video stock that would have been used. So you get kind of, as I say, DVD grain, you get VHS flutter, bit of dust on the negative, that kind of thing, and you even get some of the sounds of the machinery, like the clatter of a projector kind of a thing. So it really does put you back into that era, just very gently on your clips, which is really good fun. It looks like it's been designed to be used in a fun and spontaneous kind of way, because to shoot, you hold it up in the handle, you pull the trigger shutter thing, and it shoots up to 15 seconds while you're pulling the trigger. So it's all fun and brief and in the moment. It's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you can share it immediately straight away, and there is an app which allows you to stitch those 15-second clips together to make a longer film, and then you can add frames and effects, and you can do what they call posters for still images and then print from the camera. I think print from the camera, or definitely print from other printers, or just post it online. There's lots of opportunities to do fun things with it. They've not announced release beyond Japan yet, but I for one can't wait to try it, and I doubt I'll be alone. So yes, there is a huge market for people who just want a fun camera to enjoy. It would be great to go to like a big family events, to parties and things. We could run around a golden wedding or a 21st birthday, take video like it was the date you're sort of celebrating all those years ago. You can make family videos people are going to want to watch and to share. And if you still think that the 1990s was just a few days ago and you refuse to accept it was actually 30 years, you can dust off your Sony CD Discman, set it to 1990s on the Eras dial, and keep on pretending that mobile phones are still a novelty and live in happy denial. If you're at a Prohibition-themed party, then set it to 1930s and shoot everyone like they're in a speakeasy. Maybe your office party is a Mad Men-themed event. Go and set it to 1960s, sip a martini while you're filming away with that, and the camera will look perfect in that environment. Having a Stranger Things-themed birthday party? Dial in the 80s straight away. Fantastic. So yeah, that is huge fun, but I can see a big market outside of those kind of fun things with professionals. I mean, sure, it's not designed at high level professional quality, but imagine if you're a wedding or event photographer or videographer and you're covering these kind of events where everyone's fun and enjoying the retro photo booth like they do at the moment. If you can then add like an extra element of retro video photo booth type stuff, you can run up to people, grab a couple of second clip and then share it to their phones at the wedding, at the event. The hosts are going to be so happy with that level of engagement with your clients, the extra added value thing. Because I imagine this is not going to be too expensive. They haven't announced prices yet that I'm aware of. I'm going to guess it's not going to be too expensive. And if you're a working photographer, you could quite easily buy one of these and throw it in your kit bag. And that's the kind of value added that's going to get you extra jobs in the future. People are going to be enjoying the extra level of engagement. So yeah, I think Fuji have definitely got hit on the hands with something very simple and very fun. So overall, I think this is a great idea from Fuji. X-series users are some of the most seriously, fiercely dedicated enthusiasts for any camera system I've ever come across, and rightly so. The cameras are great for a whole bunch of reasons, and the company is actually quite a nice company to deal with. This though just gives you another reason to think, wow, Fuji's a brand you can love even more. Well done, Fuji, for keeping photography fun and not making it too serious. Now just give us a release date here in the UK. Thanks for watching and subscribe.